Happy last day of work to none other than Elon Musk. Today was Elon Musk's last day serving as a special government employee in the Trump White House. After 130 long days in which critical government programs were slashed, Elon Musk left after a press conference in the Oval Office in which Donald Trump gave him a golden key to the White House to symbolize what Trump said was a good job by Elon. Now, Elon may be leaving officially, but unofficially, Elon will remain as a friend and an advisor to Donald Trump and will provide advice to Trump whenever the president would like it. But Donald Trump today chose to make the press conference not about Elon Musk's departure, but rather about two main things. First, Donald Trump did not rule out pardoning Diddy. Diddy is currently on trial for sex trafficking, for RICO charges, for other severe felony charges. He faces the possibility of life in prison, or at least decades in federal prison. We are now, I believe it's week 3 of the Diddy trial, and legal experts all say that the prosecution, the United States government, Trump's own Department of Justice, has built a very strong case against Diddy. And yet today, when asked whether or not Trump would pardon him, Trump did not rule it out, saying that he's going to review the case, review the facts, that he has not been following it too closely, but that Diddy has been a good friend to him in the past. Now, take a minute and compare that to Donald Trump's other pardons. If you are a good friend to Donald Trump, your name gets moved up on the pardon list. It happened to the Chrisleys, and it could very well happen to Diddy. But that's not all. Donald Trump took the time during Elon Musk's farewell press conference to attack Joe Biden. Following news of Joe Biden's cancer diagnosis, Donald Trump says, "I don't feel too sorry for him. He's a vicious guy. I honestly don't feel sorry for him." That was what Donald Trump said. Folks, before I continue, if you want to support my work, please consider subscribing to my Substack by clicking the button below or sending a one-time donation to support my work via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. Your support is invaluable, so thank you in advance. At a recent event, Senator Joni Ernst addressed concerns about undocumented immigrants allegedly receiving Medicaid benefits. And those in the crowd said, people will die if the Republican Party's plan, this big, beautiful budget bill, passes. And in response, Joni Ernst said, quote, "Well, we're all going to die," and then smirked and laughed. Today, the United States Supreme Court permitted the Trump administration to terminate a humanitarian parole program that could impact 500,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. This program was initiated under President Biden and allowed eligible individuals to live in the United States for up to 2 years due to urgent humanitarian reasons. Folks, at least 3 migrant children, 2 boys and a girl, estimated to be between 9 and 12 years old, were detained, restrained with zip ties at the San Antonio Immigration Court after an immigration judge had dismissed their case. Folks, I put the picture in the Substack below of these young children, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, being zip tied by immigration authorities. It's heartbreaking, truly heartbreaking. According to the New York Times, Elon Musk's drug use has reportedly extended far beyond occasional experimentation. Elon Musk has taken so many drugs that it began affecting his bladder, specifically ketamine. He also used ecstasy, psychedelic mushrooms, and traveled with a daily pill organizer containing around 20 medications, including pills marked as Adderall. Now, here's a big part of this. If Elon Musk was taking ecstasy while serving in the federal government employees are prohibited from taking drugs like ecstasy, which are on the DEA schedule list. Donald Trump reacted sharply earlier this week about the taco trend, the taco phrase, which is short for Trump always chickens out. And we're now learning, according to CNN, that he is very upset behind the scenes because he hadn't heard the phrase before and believed that the reporter was personally insulting him, prompting him to label it a nasty question. He's furious at his own staff behind the scenes for not telling him about this taco trend. And now, taco memes of Donald Trump are circulating the entire internet, going viral regularly. Today, President Biden struck an optimistic tone when publicly addressing his cancer diagnosis for the first time, saying, "We're going to be able to beat this." He said that he felt good. He spoke at a service in Delaware. In May of this month of this year, US stock market experienced significant gains. The S&P 500 rose 6.2%, Nasdaq surged 9.6%, the largest May percentage gain since 1997. Trump tanked it in April, rebounded in May, and we've kind of broken even for the year in a lot of ways. Colorado Governor Jared Polis vetoed a bill that would have banned surprise billing by ambulance companies despite unanimous approval from both chambers in the state legislature. A new Atlas Intel poll, one of the most accurate pollsters in the country, shows Democrats with a 51% to 42% lead in the generic congressional ballot. The Trump administration issued new guidelines today, barring federal agencies from considering race or gender in hiring decisions. And the U.S. State Department has mandated that all embassies and consulates worldwide implement enhanced vetting procedures for visa applicants who intend to travel to Harvard, not just students and prospective students, but researchers, prospective employees, current employees, and more. And Donald Trump announced the removal of Kim Sajet, the director of the National Portrait Gallery, citing her political views and saying that she supported DEI initiatives. That's all the news right now. Hopefully, there won't be any more news tonight. Spread the word. Subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below, and I'll see you in the morning.